Hi everybody, it's Jeff. This is going to be part 10 of the MiniArt US Armored tractor in 1/35 scale. There's where we're at right there. And we were working on this, one of the, I don't know, the drives, the track sides. And I also finished the other one. So let's go back to the instructions and I'll show you where we're at, and we'll get this one all finished up. Okay, I'll be right back. Thanks. Quickly before we go down the bench, I had something I wanted to mention to you guys. On Friday, December 22nd, I will be live with Jason from Modelkit Stuff and James from To Boldly Go Model Works on Modelkit Stuff's channel. It'll be 2 o'clock in the afternoon here at my time in the U.S. It's about 9 p.m. in Canada, or excuse me, 9 p.m. in the U.K. So if you get a chance, drop in, say hi. You can chat with us live if you'd like to. It'll probably be an hour or so, depending on how things go. But I'd like to see you guys all there if you get a chance. Of course, I know some of you guys are going to be in different time zones and it's not going to work out, or you're busy. I completely understand. But if you get a chance, drop in, say hi. All right. I'll put a link to Jason's channel in the description, okay? All right. Talk to you guys later. Thanks. Let's go down the bench now. Okay. This would be the left side. Actually, it's the right side. And we've got everything done here. I did not do that PE. Of course, there comes the furnace. I didn't do the PE because it's just going to be completely hidden. But we're down to this where we need to do these couple of return rollers. And in the instructions it says to cut them 0.4 millimeters on both sides. Okay. You have to do that in order for everything to line up. If you don't take that 0.4 millimeters off, you're going to end up with your spacing is going to be way off. I'll show you. I'll be right back, and we'll get down to the bench. Okay. Thanks. Okay, here's the one that we're still working on. Here's the one. Let's see. Let's do this. Maybe. Here's the one that's finished. And here's these rollers that we're working on. What I did, I just sanded off that 0.4. I measured it with my calipers, and I figured out how much I needed to reduce it, and then I just locked them in place and sanded until it fit. It was no big deal. But it's all done. I've already sanded the rollers for this. But what I did is I took a straight edge and I went from the sprocket to the return roller and made sure that everything was lined up. Same thing on both sides. That way, just making sure that everything is centered. So here are the parts to go ahead and do the return roller part on this side, and I've already sanded them back. Got a little bit of stuff in there. Okay. Let's go ahead and go back to the. Well, we are. I'm sorry. Yeah, we are on the camera. Okay. I'm just watching both screens, getting a little turned around here. We need to glue this to here. Okay. And I was having a hard time getting it to seat properly. I think I need to actually sand that down just a tiny little bit more. Okay, that's pretty good. Give that a chance to firm up a little bit there. Okay, and then we've got this little axle that goes up here. Okay, that's what it's supposed to look like. It's still not sitting all the way down. There is a locator right there, and that needs to go on the side opposite the axle. We can go ahead and glue this one on. There may need to be a little bit of adjustment once we glue it on. Okay, I want to try and make it to where it's square with the return roller. I don't want it pointing up or down. That looks pretty good. Okay, let's get the other side. Let's see how this is. That one does, it's pretty good. Okay, put the little axle on there. Okay, whoops. Okay. As you can see, there's not going to be much detail of that spring showing. Fact is, there's none. Okay, and this is not, this is pointing up in the air. Just trying to get them as square to the rest of the assembly as I can. Okay, those look pretty good. Now I did run a drill bit through these. They were a little bit tight. I wanted to make sure that that they went on okay. There's the two outside, and then these are the inside. They were just a little too snug. And we can adjust these while everything is still kind of soft. That needs to go back. Everything. Both of them need to go back a little. Let me go ahead and glue them and then I'll check. Get them adjusted. Gonna have to put some more airbrush cleaner in my bottle. Getting to the point where the brush just reaches. And yeah, I know the brush will extend, but I've got plenty of airbrush cleaner, and that's what I use to build my models. Still needs to go back a little. Okay, I may add a little more glue to those, but that's gonna do it. All seem lined up well. I see I've got a little glue mess there I'll need to clean up. Let's do this real quick. This will go here. Of course, we got the spring to put in, which will hold it up here instead of having it drop. Come on, I can see we're there. There we are. That gives us a approximate idea of what size we're looking at. We've still got the blade and everything to put up front here, so it's going to be a little bit longer. Let's do this real quick while we can. Let's see, where is that? Just for the fun. Hey, looky there. That'll set up like that a little bit more. That gives you a little bit of an idea of where we're at. Yeah, of course you can't see, can you? There we go. This will be up a little bit. That gives us an approximate idea of what it's going to look like. Okay. All right, that looks good. Okay. I've got lots and lots of pieces cut out and ready to go, but I've got a little bit of an issue. Let's set these aside. There's lots and lots of little control levers and things that are going to go in here. They're all going to be hidden, or at least a good part of them are going to be hidden under the floor. So, and a couple of them have already snapped on me as I was trying to clean them. But what I want to do is I want to get, let's see here, let me find my parts. Here's the little box that'll go around, and here's some of the pieces that are going to go, let's see here. This will go here. Well, I got one piece to put on it first. Let's see here. This is, I'll pull in directions up in a minute. I think that's where that goes. Oh, let me consult the directions real quick. Go back up here. Okay. Let's go here. We're on 22. This is stuff that's pretty much all done up here. We've got B23, which I've got in my hand, and we've got this little bitty, I don't know if that's supposed to be a light or just what it is that goes to that. Then we've got an air cleaner for the pony motor, and then we've got another bracket that goes on the other intake. Okay, let's go ahead and go back to the bench here. Okay, from what I can see, this little light will go here. So tiny. I think that's correct. It's really hard to tell. Okay, and this will go here. Just like that. I'm not going to glue that quite yet. We've got this that'll go on here. Let's see. Okay. Make sure it's going to set on there okay. Yeah. Go right there. Then we've got this little air cleaner that'll sit over here. I'm thinking that just right there. Okay. That's where that sits. Okay, now with this, we've got a frame to build up around here. I may be doing this prematurely, but I believe it goes like this. Okay, and then this will go on the back. Whoops. Anyway, I think you guys see, whoops, it goes the other way, like so. Okay, I had it right the first time. It'll go right here. So then all those controls are going to be within this box, and then we have some foot plates that are going to set over that. I'm really concerned that when I put all the little control levers and stuff in, that the holes in these foot plates are going to actually be in the right place. So I'm going to glue this in and get this all lined up. Let's see, and then we'll see about the control levers and whatnot. Okay, I'm trying to see. Okay, that's got a bracket. Okay, just trying to make sense of where everything goes. So go here. Okay. Just trying to. Okay. Put a little glue here. Okay. And this will sit here. I'll have to put some glue on it to keep it there. I see a little nib there. Okay. Make sure everything sits where it's supposed to. That's got a pretty good gap. Okay, I'll put a little more glue here. Okay, even though I'm doing this out of order, I think that's probably the way to go. Okay, now what I'm going to do, let me put a little right there. So I'm going to set this aside and let it start to dry, and I'm going to start working on the seat that's going to go right here. These are the little floorboards. I think I need to put a couple of the floorboards together. Let me look real quick. There's lots of little levers and things. Yeah. This will be the front floorboard, and it's going to go. Let's just test fit here. It's going to go here. And then these I've got to glue together. Make sure I'm looking at them the right way. That and that. Okay. The instructions are showing this, but there's a place here where there's a locator for something else, and the instructions are not showing that. Just making sure I'm gluing it in the correct direction. Whoops, and I put the glue on the side and it needed to be on the front. Okay. Okay. Then this will go here. Whoops. Interesting the way they've got us doing it here. A slight space in the middle. Okay. So this should sit here. Oops, and I'm messing things up. It actually looks like it's going to sit try this first. It should go down a little ways. There we go. Not quite all the way down yet. Obviously there's something holding it up just a little bit. Well, I'm going to have to spend a little time figuring out the problem. And there I see a problem. We've got some big flash right on the back of that one. That needs to be sanded off or clipped off. Okay. Appears that they're supposed to overlap to some extent, and I've got this backwards. There we go. There we go. That's how it goes. Kind of like that. But you can see there's lots and lots of little cutouts here where levers and things are supposed to come up through here. So I'm going to have to make sure when I put those levers in below that everything lines up. I think I'm going to go ahead and call this video, and then we're going to get this seat belt up because it just sits in there, and then I'll have to start working on all these little levers and things like that that need to go in here. Alrighty guys, I've got the tracks about half cleaned up. Still got a little ways to go on those, but I'm making some progress. There's some linkages in there that I'm working on. Anyway, we are making some progress, but that's going to be good for today, okay? And I'll put up a couple of pictures. Alright, thanks guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.